We'll start in a upright today. So if you have a yoga strap, go ahead and grab that. If you don't, then we can just do arm circles instead. We're just going to go ahead and open up the shoulders. So grabbing a hold of your yoga strap if you've got one, you're just going to take it into the hips, dressing gown loop or pair of leggings or anything. If not, you're just going to do a couple of arm circles. So you'll do 5 circles backwards and 5 circles forwards. With the strap, you're just taking it up and over, tapping in front, tapping in behind. In either case, try to make sure the movement comes just from the shoulders and not from the spine. So don't flare out as you send it back. So with the strap, we're just going 10 forwards and back, so that should be roughly 5 or so rotations in each way. One more. And then gently come all the way back to your regular position. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift one arm up, reaching up tall, exhale, reach all the way over to the side. Inhale back to center, switching over the arms, exhale, reach over to the other side. We're just going to do 2 more of these each side, moving with your own breath, in your own time. 1 more each way. And then gently come all the way back to center. Take the arms out wide and you're going to twist and wrap the arms around you as you look behind. Let the hands just fall wherever you naturally let them land. Think about lifting and lengthening as you come through that midline. 1 more each way. And then slowly come all the way back to center. From here, we're going to come into our forward fold. So soften the knees. Think about hinging at the hips. Inhale to lift the hands all the way up. Find that length in the spine. Exhale as you come all the way down into your Uttanasana forward fold. We're going to take that ragdoll variation. So take opposite hand to opposite elbow and just gently rock from side to side. Releasing off your lower back. Getting into the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings. 1 more deep breath, all the way in. And then exhale, release the hands to the floor. From here, we're going to do 3 crouch curls. So you're going to inhale as you come down into the bottom of your crouch position. And then exhale as you push up and back, opening up the backs of those legs. Inhale to crouch, tucking chest to thighs, nose to knees, and then exhale as you push up and back. 1 more each way. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to fold. From here, take the hands to the front 2 corners of the mat, walk the feet back, find your down facing dog position, and you're just gently going to pedal out through the feet, opening up the backs of the legs, the hips, the hamstrings. Tailbone high to the sky. Try and find that length in the spine. Try and keep the shoulders and the back nice and broad so that you can have your neck released from your shoulders and you can freely kind of shake your head around underneath. Take 1 more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, push the heels towards the floor. And as you inhale, you're going to take the left foot outside of left hand. Option to make it strengthening, keep the knee lifted, suck the thigh away from the floor, send the heel back, or for stretchy, drop the knee to the floor. From here, you're going to inhale as you lift and reach with your left hand up towards the ceiling, and then exhale as you take that elbow tap toward the floor. We're going to do 3 of these on one side. Last one. And then replace the hands, step back to down facing dog and switch sides. So right foot comes outside of right hand, dropping the back knee to the floor, reaching the heart forwards, and obviously if you want that strengthening one, lift the back knee away. So squeeze that quad, shoot the heel back. When you're ready, inhale to lift and reach with your right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you take that elbow toward the floor. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, elbow toward the floor. Last one, inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, elbow toward the floor. Replace the hands, step back to your down facing dog. Pedal out the feet one last time and then slowly walk the feet all the way to the front of the mat, finding your Uttanasana forward fold. We'll take another few breaths in that ragdoll, taking opposite hand to opposite elbow, and this time just take the stretch at a 90-degree angle around to each side. Get into those hips. Take one more deep breath each side, one more swing each side. And then exhale, release the hands. Inhale as you lift all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, release the arms and shake it all out. So from here, we're going to start getting, so today's session is going to focus on the hips and shoulders. So the first movement we are going to do is garden pose. So you're going to take your feet out just slightly wider than hip distance. And if this hurts you, Millie, just don't do it as a squat. So I just realised. So you're going to sink down into it. So you're going to inhale to lift all the way up, palms together at the top, and then exhale as you come down into the bottom of that squat. We are trying to open up the hips. So if you want to sink under rather than hold an active squat, you can. And you're going to push the elbows away in towards the knees to open up the shoulders and pull the chest through. Just take a few deep breaths. You can bounce up and down, rock back and forth. And then you're going to slowly come, inhale all the way back up. And then heel toe the feet back underneath the hips and come back down to the floor. From a seated position now, we're going to take the legs into that 90-90 angle. And you're going to think about engaging. So if you want to make this more stretchy, use your hands to support you all the way. If you want to make this more strengthening, try and use the core to help you up and down. So finding that 90-90 angle, you're going to inhale to lift and then exhale to fold. Hold yourself there if you want strength. If you want stretch, reach the hands forwards and completely collapse over that leg. Inhale to lift all the way back up. Reaching the knees up and over to the other side, or twisting the knees up and over to the other side. And again, inhale to lift, exhale to fold. We're going to do 2 more each side. So inhale to lift, exhale to fold. Inhale to lift, exhale to fold. You might find one side is tighter than the other, and that's perfectly normal. And you might also find you are traveling around the room as you do this, so don't worry, that's also normal. Last one. And then inhale to come all the way back up, bringing the knees back and over, and find yourself in a tabletop position. So from here, finding yourself with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath hips, we're just going to take one leg up and do a simple single leg kneeling hip circle. So right leg is going to go up and back. You can keep the knee bent at a 90-degree angle, and you're just simply going to rotate through the hip 5 or so times on one leg, and then come back to center and do 5 or so times on the other leg. So taking the knee up and around the outside, getting in to that hip, and then come all the way back to center. From here, we're going to come into bear pose. So you're going to come up from that kneeling position. Your knees are going to lift off the floor, and you're going to start engaging some of that core and compression strength. From here, you're going to take the left hand to the back of the head. You're going to take the elbow toward the floor, and then inhale as you swivel and open up the hips, pressing the ground away, and then come back. So you're coming to that rotational position. We're just going to do 5 again each side, opening up the shoulders. Last one, and then coming all the way back to that bear position. Relax, shake out the legs, and again we're going to come in and do that on the other side. So lifting the knees up off the floor, you're going to take the right hand now to the back of the head, rotate outwards, try not to swivel over, and then exhale as you take the elbow toward the floor. So again, 5 of those on one side and 5 on the other. Last one, and then slowly come back to that tabletop position. From here, we're going to come around into a seated position now and come into a tabletop swing. So taking yourself into this seated position. That was quite hard, that last one. You're going to take the feet kind of hip distance apart. Hands are going to go beside your hips. This is going to open up the hips and the shoulders at the same time. And you're going to lift the body up. So squeezing the glutes, lift the body up into this tabletop position. Find that stretch across the front of the chest. Squeeze the glutes, shoot the hips as high as you can, and then as you exhale, pull the body back through into staff pose. So you're pulling the hips all the way through. Hands stay exactly where they are. Find that nice extended leg position, and then we're going to inhale to lift, squeeze, exhale to come back into staff pose. We're going to do that 3 more times. So inhale to lift, squeeze, feel the stretch. Exhale to pull back. Inhale to lift, squeeze. Exhale to pull back. Last one, inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale to pull back. From here, we're going to swivel ourselves back around onto our hands and knees, and you're going to come into your down facing dog position. So tuck the toes, press back to your down facing dog, pedal out the feet, open up the backs of the calves, the hips, the hamstrings. Take a few deep breaths. And then when you're ready, we're going to come down into a kneeling position on your knees, but keeping the hands exactly where they are. The left leg's going to extend out to the side, and you're going to find that stretch inside the groin. So try and flatten that left foot to the floor, and then you're going to pull back into that hip. So you should feel this whole hip area open, and then you're going to come back through, and you're just going to rock back and forth into this position a few times, opening up the inside of that leg with the foot flattened to the floor. Last one, and then come back to center. Keeping that leg extended now, flex the toes up towards the ceiling, and just do the same again. Notice if you find any different areas that stretch. Notice if it wraps more around and under, and again just 5 or so rocks, pulling back into that hip, feeling that inside leg open up. Last one, and then gently come back to center, bring the knee back underneath you, and then we'll switch sides. So right leg extends out to the side, flatten the foot to the ground, and you're just gently pulling back into that hip or hamstring. You should feel this probably mostly down the back of your leg for this one, with the foot flat, with the foot toes facing upwards more on the inside of the leg. Last one, and then slowly come back to center. From here, turn the foot, toes pointing up, I couldn't get my words out there, and then you're going to pull back again for those rocks, feeling that stretch more on the inside of the leg, opening up that inner hip hopefully for you guys. Last one, and then slowly come back to center, bringing the knees back underneath you. Tuck the toes, press up and back into your down facing dog, pedal out the feet, and then slowly walk the feet all the way in towards the hands, coming into your Uttanasana, forward fold, and then inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana, exhale, release. From here we're going to go sideways now on the mat into our ninja lunges. So feel free to twist your mats to face me if you want to, because we're going to do one end and the other end so that we do both sides. So finding yourself in this wide leg position, think about having long edges of the feet against short edges of the mat, finding that 90-degree angle with the feet. And we're going to inhale as we lift everything up, and then exhale as we come down over that right or left leg, whichever one. We can do both sides in a minute. Aiming to try and keep that heel to the ground. So try and aim the chest up, heel to the ground, and engage that muscle. So you can either have the feet flex, or you can try and roll for more strength. Roll that outside edge of the extended leg over to the out, so that the whole foot's flat on the mat. Take a nice deep breath in, hold for 3, 2, 1, then release the hands to the floor, swivel yourself around into a low lunge position. So you're dropping the back knee to the floor. If you want more strength, simply lift the back knee off the floor and come into a high lunge position and engage more of that quad. It becomes quite a workout though, so relax if you need to. You're going to then inhale as you lift the hands all the way up, And then exhale as you cactus the arms out to the side, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to cactus. One more time. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to cactus. From here, you're then going to inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Lift that back knee up off the floor and swivel yourself back into that ninja lunge. Challenge here to come all the way down to seated without using your hands. And then see if you can pull yourself back up to ninja without using your hands. So we'll just try that 2 more times just to see if you can get it. If not, it's something to work towards. So you're going to sit back into that seated position and then lift up into that ninja lunge. So this is building strength in the legs as you can feel. One more time, sitting back into that seated position. Use your hands if you need to, and then pull up into that ninja lunge. Come all the way back up to standing. Shake out the legs, and we're going to go and do the same thing on the other side. Well done, girls. That one's quite tough. So again, resetting yourself in that nice wide leg position. This time we're moving over to the other side. So you're going to inhale to lift, exhale, come down into that ninja pose. So this one is really good for your ankles. As you can see, my ankles are shot, so my heel is off the floor. Good ankle mobility should allow you to get that back heel to the floor of that bent leg. So we're just going to hold here, aiming to get the heel to the floor, and if you want to, again, push the outside edge of the extended legs foot to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in for 3, 2, 1, then walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat or to that foot that you're kneeling over and come into that low or high lunge, yogi's choice, strength or stretch. Inhale as you lift the hands all the way up, reaching up tall, and then exhale as you cactus the arms out to the side. 2 more. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to cactus. 1 more time. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to cactus. This time, inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Frame the foot, swivel yourself back into that ninja pose, and then we're back to those lifts and seats. So you're going to come back down into that seated position, and then try and bring yourself back up. One side's always difficult without your hands. Coming back into that seated position, and then pulling yourself back up without your hands. 1 more go. Come down into that seated position, and then lift yourself back up without your hands. I can't do this side as well as I can do the other side. From here, you're then going to lift yourself all the way back up to standing. Bring the legs together, shake them all out, and come back to the front of your mat and find yourself in Tadasana. From here, inhale as you lift the hands all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, coming back down into your forward fold or Uttanasana. Plant the hands, walk the feet all the way back to the back of your mat. Pedal out the toes, or pedal out the calves even. Take a few deep breaths. And then we're going to take our right leg up high to the sky, 3 leg down facing dog. And then bend at the knee, open up that hip flexor, play with that range of motion. You're then going to step that foot through to the front of the mat, coming into your ninja lunge. And with the left leg, you're going to shoot that left leg through and under into a kick. You're going to then step back, replace the hand, come back into that 3 leg down facing dog and do the same thing 3 times over. So it's going to go a lot faster. So you're going to lift the right hand up as the right foot comes through, and then left foot comes through and under, and then step back again, leg goes high to the sky. We're going to do that 1 more time. So right foot comes to right hand, kick that left leg through, step back, replace the hand, and this time step both feet back, and we'll take a vinyasa. So you're going to inhale as you roll forwards to high plank, exhale low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to press up to cobra, and then exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. So final one on this side, left leg goes high to the sky this time, 3 leg down facing dog, and then you're going to lift that left hand as the left foot comes through into that kind of lizard lunge variation, and now right leg comes through and under into your side kick, don't fall over, and then step back, replace the hand, left leg goes back up. So again, 2 more times, a little bit faster in your own pace. Stepping through, kicking, and then stepping back, swinging back up with that leg. So stepping through and kick, stepping back and stepping back, and then coming back into that down facing dog. Then we'll take one more vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to press up to cobra, and then exhale as you push back to your extended child's pose. Take a few deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Calm that heart rate down, and we'll just finish off with a few restorative stretches. One more deep breath all the way in, and as you exhale, walk the hands all the way over to the left. Feel the stretch in the right side body. Take 2 more deep breaths. Exhale completely, and then inhale as you walk the hands all the way back to the front of the mat. Exhale as you walk the hands all the way over to the right, and feel the stretch in the left side of the body. Take 2 more deep breaths. Exhale completely, and then slowly walk the hands all the way back to center. Come up onto your hands and knees, and then we're going to come into thread the needle pose. So you're going to take right hand through and under, and then you're going to bring that right shoulder to the floor, look at underneath the left armpit. Option to stay here, or you can take this into a more dynamic stretch where you're going to inhale to lift and reach, and then exhale to thread 3 times. So option to stay static and just hold, or take those 3 lifts and twists. And then I'll time you when that third one's done. This is my last one now. And then come all the way back up to center, everybody. And again, same to do the same again. So if you want to take your left hand through and under, everybody get that shoulder to the floor, look out under the armpit. Make sure you find that contact first. Then inhale to lift and reach, or hold for this period of time that we are doing the lifts and reaches. So you're just opening up the shoulders and the chest, releasing off that spine. Last one, and then exhale, release. From here, you're going to then swivel yourself around into a seated position now on your mat. Finding yourself in a seated position, we're going to take the left foot to the floor, knees bent, right ankle is going to cross over that left knee, and we're going to slide into a seated pigeon. So you're going, or seated figure of 4. You're going to try and reach your chest towards your shin. So go as far as you feel comfortable, and then hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly unravel yourself, switch legs. So right foot is grounded, left ankle crosses over right knee, and then scoot the body in, and again hold yourself for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly pull yourself back out and through. From here, we're going to keep that right leg can extend. So option 1, right leg stays extended. Left foot comes over the top outside of that right knee. Option 2, this is half Lord of the Fishes. Right leg can wrap around the body. And you're going to make sure in either position, whichever one you picked, both sit bones are going to stay connected to the floor. From here, tummy twists to thigh, and then you're going to use your hand or elbow around that knee to bring the knee in towards the chest. Inhale to lift, and then exhale to look over that shoulder. Really pull that knee in towards the chest, feel that stretch in the hip, and then hold here for 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel yourself. Unravel your legs and switch sides. So now left leg can stay extended, right foot comes over, or left leg can wrap around the body, whichever allows you to keep those sit bones to the floor. This time, inhale to lift and twist tummy to thigh, and then wrap the arm around the leg, bringing that knee in towards the chest. Inhale to lift, exhale to twist and look over that shoulder. Hold here for 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel yourself. Unravel your legs and slowly come down into a supine position on your mat, bringing your knees in towards your chest and just gently hugging them with both arms as you rock from side to side. And then we're going to take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position, palms facing down. Think about gluing those shoulders to the floor. Then take the toes to the floor, but keep the heels lifted. And we're just going to take 5 drops of the knees, both sides. Opening up our chest and our shoulders, unraveling our spines, releasing off the hips and the glutes. Last one, each way. And then gently come all the way back to center. Bring the knees in tight. Take a hold of them. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Acknowledge your practice. Acknowledge how your body's feeling. And then whenever you're ready, slowly make your way all the way up to seated. Finding yourself in the center of your mat once again. We'll take a nice deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts to the lips, kind words to the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.